Good morning. Good morning, all of you. Today's topic is prawn appendages. Yesterday we have discussed about the gender characters, that is the morphology of the prawn is over, and some of the just interaction of the appendages also over. Today we have discussed about appendages. ఉపాంగాలు రోజు యొక్క ఎన్ని ఉపాంగాలు ఉంటాయో అవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఈరోజు డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ here appendages. These are appendages are actually 19 pairs of the appendages are there in the prawns actually. So the appendages are 3 here. In prawns there are the 19 pairs of appendages. The first pairs belongs to the head. These are called as the cephalic appendages, and the next 8 pairs belongs to thorax. These are called thoracic appendages. These are called as the thoracic appendages. There are the 6 pairs to the abdomen. These are called as abdominal. So మనం హెడ్లో ఉన్నదాన్ని సెఫాలిక్ అంటాము, థొరాక్స్లో ఉన్నదానికి థొరాసిక్ అపెండేజెస్ అంటాము. అదే అబ్డామిన్లో ఉన్నటువంటి 6 వాటిని అబ్డామినల్ అపెండేజెస్ అంటాము. అబ్డామినల్ అపెండేజెస్. సో ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ ద సెఫాలిక్ appendages. These are the 5 pairs. Yesterday we had some discussing about this topic also. Cephalic appendages. These are the 5 pairs of appendages to the head. They are the antenule. First one is the antenule, and the antennae, and third one is the mandible, and the fourth one is the maxillae, and fifth one is the also maxillae. So 3 are, and the last 2 is the two pairs of maxillae is there. Okay, first one is come to antenules. These are the first pair of appendages. Antenules are inramus. These are situated on the either side of immediately below the base of eye stalk, and the protoporoid of each antenule consists of having a 3 podomers: precoxa, coxa, and basis. Okay, this is the antenules having the 3 subunits, that is the precoxa, coxa, and basis. The precoxa is very large and bears a depression and attached to the body. Okay, the precoxa is a very large size and bears a depression and attached to the body. And the precoxa containing the opening of statocyst on its dorsal side. The coxa is short and cylindrical. The coxa is short and cylindrical, and its present precoxa. The basis is attached at the end of the coxa. So I am sharing here one diagram. This is the first one is the antenules. Here first one is the precoxa, coxa, and basis. Here the precoxa is attached to the statocyst, that is the body, attached to the body. The precoxa is attached to the body with the hand of the precoxa consisting the statocyst also. The statocyst is used for the equilibrium. And the antenules are tactiles. These are the tactiles. So first one is the antennae is over. Second one come to here, that is the antennae. Second is the antennae. Here second diagram is there. These are second pair of appendages. These are biramous appendages. అంటే యూనిఫామ్గా ఒకటే ఉండడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈచ్ antennae consisting of a podomer with the coxa and basis. Okay, there are the 2 parts here. This is the coxa and the basis, these 2. Okay, the inner margin of coxa consists of an excretory organ. Okay, the inner margin of coxa లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇన్నర్ ఆర్గాన్ అటువంటిది ఎక్స్క్రిటరీ ఆర్గాన్గా పనిచేస్తుంది, which opens by a minute renal aperture. The exoporoid is broad leaf-like plate is called squama, while the endoporate is long many jointed feelers. This usually called as a mock starch of prawn. Mock starch gaddam antam kada adi. This comma is useful as a balancer during the swimming, okay, which is useful for the balancing. The antennae are useful for the tactility and excretion. So antennae are useful for the equilibrium, and the antenna is useful for the two. First one is the excretion and the tactility. This is the antennae, and third one is the mandible. These are third pair of appendages are in prawn. These are attached to the third segment. These are present either side of mouth, and these are formed from the coxa and are the hard with the calcium salts. Coxa comprises apolysis and the head. There are the two parts is there in the first one is the apolysis and the head, and the head is consisting two parts. First one is the molar process. This molar process with 5 to 6 dental plates is there, and the second one is the incisor plate with 3 teeth is there. Okay, molar teeth, that is the incisor teeth. So this outer margin of the head carries a small 3-jointed mandible pulp. The proximal segment of the mandible pulp represents the basis of protoporoid, while two distal segments represent the endoporoid. The exoporoid is absent. Mandibles are useful for mastication. They move side to side but not up and down sides. This is the mandibles is nothing but useful for the denting. Having the teeth is there, which is useful for the dental plate అంటే ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఆ ఫుడ్ని ముక్కలు చేయడానికి యూస్ఫుల్ అనేది జరుగుతుంది. సో థర్డ్ వన్ ఇస్ ద maxilla. These are fourth pair of appendages in prawn. These are the attached to the fourth segment. These are small appendages. Coxa and basis are broad and project inwards as jaws and gnathobasis printed with the bristles. And this maxillae are used for the passing food to the mouth. Just ఆహారాన్ని పాస్ చేయడానికి ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. And the fifth pair is the maxillae. This is the second pair of the maxillae. They are fifth pair of appendages in prawns. They are attached to the fifth segment. The coxa of maxilla is flat. Okay, coxa అనేటువంటిది ఇక్కడ చూస్తున్న డయాగ్రామ్లో కోక్స్ అనేటువంటి ఫ్లాట్గా ఉంటుంది and divided into 4 lobes. The coxa is divided into 4 lobes. This type of lobes are called the gnathobase. The exoporoid is small and forms an eel-like structure called the scapognathidae, and the endoporoid is small and without segment. These maxillae are useful for feeding and respiration. So there are the 5 types of the cephalic appendages there: antennae, mandibuloid, and the maxillae. So first one is useful for the tactile and which is for the equilibrium. Second one is the excretion as well as tactile, and third one is the having the dental plates and useful for the mastication. And the maxillae, that is the first pair of maxillae which is for the pass the food to the mouth, and the last pair, that is the maxilla, also second pair of maxillae useful for the feeding and respiration. This is the cephalic appendages. Now come to thoracic appendages is there. There are the 8 pairs of the appendages there. There are the 8 pairs of thoracic appendages in the thoracic region of the prawn. In these first 3 pairs of appendages are useful for the nutrition. Okay, మొత్తం 8 pairs ఉన్నాయండి. So there are 8 pairs. In these 8 pairs, first 3 pairs are useful for the nutrition. అంటే ఫీడింగ్ న్యూట్రిషన్కి యూస్ఫుల్ వస్తుంది. So these are called the maxillipedes. Maxillipedes. The remaining 5 pairs, thoracic appendages are meant for walking, used for the walking, so that they are called as the walking legs. Okay, actually there are the 8 pairs. The thoracic appendages, thoracic region is consisting of the 8 segments. Each segment has the 1 pair of appendages. So 8 pairs of appendages are there. In these 8 pairs, first 3 pairs are is called as the maxillipedes, which are used for the nutrition, and the remaining 5 pairs are used for the walking. That's why they called as the walking legs. These are also called as a periopods. And these appendages comprises the coxa and bases. అంటే దీని యొక్క సబ్ యూనిట్స్ ఏమున్నాయి మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ కోక్సా అండ్ bases. These 2 sub units is there. And the endopodite is formed with 5 segments. The endopodite is formed with 5 segments. They are ischium, meras, carpus, and the propodes and the dactylus. So endopodite is formed with 5 segments. First one is the ischium and the meras and the carpus and the propodes, and the last one the dactylus. The exopodite is long. Okay, endopodite 5 segments ఉంటున్నది, exopodite అనేది లాంగ్గా ఉంటుంది. At the region of coxa, of first 5 pairs of thoracic appendages are consist of the small structure. These are called the epipodite. These are used for the respiration. Okay, epipodite. So endopodite 5 segments, and the exopodite is a very long, and the exopodite is used for the respiration, and which is also 5 pairs of used for the respiration. And the first maxillipedes. Okay, first one is the first maxillipedes. These are here. I am sharing diagram here also. These are 6th pair of appendages in prawn. అంతే కదా, ఎందుకంటే హెడ్లో 5 ఉన్నాయి, థొరాసిక్లో 8 ఉన్నాయి. 8లో అంటే థొరాసిక్లో ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ కదా, దాని నుంచి కంటిన్యూస్ చేసుకుంటే 5th నుంచి 6th, కాబట్టి దిస్ ఈజ్ ద 6th pair of appendages in prawn. These are attached to 6th segment. The first maxillipede is flat and bifurcated into 3 lobes. This lobe is called as the gnatobase, and the setae are present over them. Exopodite is flat lobe. The endopodite is small and unsegmented. First maxillipedes hold that food and also serve the function of tactile and respiratory organs. Okay, which is useful for the first pair the maxillipedes. This is the 6th, and they are having the 3 lobes. This lobe is called the gnatobase. Setae are present over the endopodite is flat lobe, and the exopodite is small and unsegmented. First maxillipede hold the food and also serve the function of tactile and the respiratory functions important in there. And the secondary, that is the second maxillipedes. These are the 7th pair of appendages in the prawn and are attached to the 7th segment. And the protopodite consisting of coxa and bases. The endopodite arises from the basis and the consisting of 5 podomers called the HM, Miras, Propodes, Carpus and Dactylus. So I already ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను. The endopod arises from the basis and consists of the 5 podomers, that is nothing but 5 segments. They call as the Isium, Miras, Carpus and the Propodes and the Dactylus. These are the 5. And the endopod is segmented is in the shape of question mark. Okay, endopod and question mark lo untundi. The exopod is long, present with the setae and unsegmented. The epipod is Y-shaped. It is used for holding. It is used for the holding food and the tactile and the respiration. 3. Okay, and the third maxillary pairs. These are the 8th pair of appendages and attached to the 8th segment of the body of prawn, and the protopod consists of the coxa and basis. The endopod with Isium, Miras, Carpus, Propodes and Dactylus. Same 5 pairs, 5 podomers antuntayi malli endopod lo. And the exopod is unsegmented. The epipod is Y-shaped. అక్కడనేమో సెకండ్ దాంట్లో ఎపిపోడ్ అనేటువంటిది క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్ సింబల్లో ఉంటుంది, ఇక్కడ Y-shaped సింబల్లో ఉంటుంది. దీస్ ఆర్ యూస్డ్ ఫర్ ది టచ్ అండ్ ద హోల్డ్ ఫుడ్ అండ్ ద రెస్పిరేషన్. వాక్సీ. Now come to walking legs. Okay, first 3 pairs are used for the nutrition, which is called the maxillary. The remaining 5 pairs దానికి అలాగ ఉండదు. ఇందులో ఒకదాని యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ వేసుకుంటే కంప్లీట్గా సేమ్ దానిలాగానే ఉంటుంది. Here first walking legs. The last 5 pairs of thoracic appendages are called walking legs. Walking legs are periopods. These are biramous and consist of the protopodite and the endopodite. And the exopods and epipodites are absent. These are structurally similar to the maxillary except the about 2 characters. Walking legs are 2 types. They are the chelate leg and the second one the non-chelate leg. The last joint is present in the first pair, and these are called as the chelate leg. In this, coxa, basis, Isium, Miras, Carpus and Propodes are and the Dactylus are present. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పుకున్నాను కదా, ఎండోపోడైట్లో 5 రీజియన్స్ ఉంటాయి, 5 పార్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి. అది ఇచియం, మీరస్, కార్పస్ అండ్ ప్రోపోడైట్, డాక్టైలస్. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇందులో కనిపిస్తాయి కీలేట్ లెగ్లో. And the Dactylus in the first and second pair of chelate leg forms long like structure. Okay, Dactylus అటువంటిది ఫస్ట్ అండ్ సెకండ్ పేర్లో అంటే మనము ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ లాకింగ్ లెగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, అందులో ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే లాంగ్గా ఉంటాయి. And the chelate leg are used to catch the prey and transfer it to the mouth. Chelate is absent in third and fourth, fifth pairs of walking legs. Hence they are called non-chelate legs. These are meant for the only walking. These అన్నీ కూడా సేమ్, ఎందుకంటే కీలేట్ లెగ్, నాన్ కీలేట్ లెగ్ ఉంటాయి. అందులో 5 పోడోమర్స్ ఉంటాయి ఎండోపాడర్స్లో. ఇవన్నీ కూడా జస్ట్ వాకింగ్ చేయడానికి ఉపయోగపడతాయి. లాస్ట్ వన్ దట్ ఇది ఇప్పటితోటి దీంతో థొరాసిక్ అపెండేజ్ అయిపోయింది. లాస్ట్ వన్ దట్ ఇస్ ద అబ్డామినల్ అపెండేజెస్. These are known as the pleopods. These are called as the pleopods, not periopods. Periopods is nothing but walking legs. Pleopods is nothing but swimmerets, which are used for the swimming. These are 67 pairs. These are meant for swimming. Hence, these are called as the swimmerets. So, this is the only 6 pairs. These are the 6 pairs. These are meant for the swimming, hence they are called as the swimmerets. And the protopodites. In this protopodites consist of coxa and the bases only. And the exopodite and the endopodite are present. The inner margin of the endopodite there is a short, slender, slightly curved rod like, that is the appendix antennae. Appendix antennae. The appendix antennae is totally absent in the first abdominal appendages. The remaining pairs of the abdominal appendages consist of it. In this female prawn, in this breeding season, the appendixes interna of each these appendages become interlocked with its fellow of the opposite side on the ventral side of the abdomen. They serve to carry the eggs. In the second abdominal appendages of male, the appendix interna gives off on its inner side of abdominal process called the appendix masculina. Appendix masculina. And the 6 pairs of abdominal appendages are very large, are called tail feet or uropods. This protopod of the uropod is small, thick with a single podomer. Single ఉంటుంది. The exopod is broad and large, and it's divided into 2 unequal parts by a transverse. And the 5th abdominal appendages are useful for the slow swimming. The 2 uropods with the telson form a fan-like tail fin which causes the strong and rapid backward spring of prawn in swimming. This is the abdominal appendages. So here I am telling you once again, just summary. Cephalic appendages are 5 pairs: antennae, mandibles, maxilla, second maxilla. అక్కడ పెట్టు. The last one is the abdominal appendages. These are the 6 pairs which are useful for the swimming. It's also called the swimmerets also. This is the appendages of the prawn appendages. The class is the over. And tomorrow we will discuss about the prawn digestive system and the